I've just watched a video of Nigel Farage tell a Brexit Party conference packed full of people that he fears we're headed for a very dark place. Well, I have to say, I think we're already there. We have just witnessed such an atrocious act of betrayal by a group of MPs whom we elected. We voted for these people. We pay for these people. We elect these people to fulfill and honour our wishes. They represent us. We were given a choice 3 years ago. We were asked to choose whether we wanted to remain or leave the European Union. The government at the time even spent £9 million of taxpayers' money, of our money, to send us a booklet detailing the ramifications of leaving the European Union and actually advising us not to vote leave. And guess what we did? We voted to leave. It was an informed decision. Every single household in the UK, including myself, got the booklet. We made an informed decision. And what's happened since then? That decision has not been accepted. The Liberal left, the Ramonas, and they're out on the streets. They've got the audacity to stand on the streets and talk about a coup. Do they understand the hypocrisy and the irony of those statements? They are disregarding democracy. This was a democratic vote, and the people, including myself, voted to leave the European Union. Now, I have to say, I am actually delighted at Boris's work so far. You know what? I didn't think he had it in him. I have been saying this, and so has Nigel Farage. I've seen Brexit Party candidates, members, representatives saying that they are fearful that Boris hasn't got it in him. But so far, we've seen good work. First and foremost, getting rid of the 21 traitors was an excellent move. Let's keep that momentum. These people are passing legislation to further delay Brexit, which will ultimately mean that we never leave the European Union, because it will be down to them to decide when we leave, and they are not going to let us go. And even today, a judge in the highest court in Scotland ruled that it is lawful for Boris Johnson to suspend Parliament. But guess what? Once again, the Liberal left, the Ramonas, they're not willing to accept that decision, just like they weren't willing to accept our decision 3 years ago to leave. Well, enough is enough. Do you know what? Here's the crux of it, right? I voted leave. I respect democracy. I also respect the sacrifice of the men who fought, bled and died for me to live in a democracy, in a free world where I can vote and I can make decisions. So for me, this is very simple, right? Whether 3 years ago you voted remain or leave, you now have a duty, if you respect democracy, to want to push to vote for MPs who are going to see through leaving the European Union. Otherwise, what are you calling for? Anarchy? A police state? I know what I want. I want democracy. I want MPs that will be voted in. I want a general election which will see people representing us, that will honour our wishes, get us out of the European Union and stick to their promises. So let's have it. Let's have our general election. I really would love to see Nigel Farage and the Brexit Party get behind Boris Johnson and the government on this issue. I know, right? I know we all differ in opinion on many, many issues, but this issue is bigger than all of us. This is the biggest issue of our time. Our country needs to come together and ensure that the millions, the 17.4 million people that voted 3 years ago are not completely sold out, stabbed in the back and disregarded. Please, let's have the Brexit Party and the Tory government come together. Let's have this general election. It's an election for Brexit. It's an election for democracy. Let's have our general election. Let's win this battle and let's leave the European Union.